Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Age of Wonders Planetfall. Check this out. Apparently, this is where Cosmite comes from. It's just spilling out of this rift and then sort of disappearing for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I guess this stuff is really important. I don't know what we're using it for exactly or why all of our weapons require Cosmite to equip, but that's very unsettling right there. I feel like we should maybe get a handle on this phenomenon. Unfortunately, you know, our scientists are very busy coming up with doomsday weapons. There might just not be time. Alright, so we gotta prime some stuff. Do we gotta prime some stuff? No, I'm wrong about that. We don't have to do anything we don't want to do. We're the assembly, damn it. Oh no, he swore within the first minute of the video. Is it gonna get demonetized? Possibly, maybe. I might have screwed up. Whatever, it's fine. I'm doing this for the love of the game, not for the money. Also, I'm doing it for the money, but it can be two things. It can be both of the things. Secto is ending the non-aggression pact with Aya. That's a little worrying. Yep, that's fair. We got denounced for the covert ops, and then insulted. Separate from that, you know, she wasn't done expressing her anger, and we are being attacked. Over here. They're attacking my Skypiercer peaks? It says show attacking army, but it doesn't seem like there's actually, like, a battle happening here. Also, who the hell is this? Quest Ghost in the Machine. Yo, am I completely out of touch with what's going on? Sometimes that happens. Oh no, it's just a quest I hadn't actually read the thing yet. Read the thing for yet. Entity known as Paragon, wish you to return core. Paragon, see the ghost of core. Ugh. Boy, the problem is the periods in the acronym are making it hard to figure out where the sentences end. We need a big telegram style stop. Destroy the cult of core? Yeah, sure. I'll blow some stuff up for you. For very little reward, sometimes even for free. Frequently, even for free. Alright, we're gonna grab this even though this sector's not great, because it's on the way to a sector that's pretty good. And then it sounds like we're gonna need force south. All that stuff I was doing is gonna have to wait. How far can we get this turn? Okay, that's not too bad. We will be over here and ready to attack soon. Apparently we cannot just leave these Psyfish alone. We're going to have to develop some flying units or something, because I don't have the ability to mess with them over here right now. We'll look into it. Ah, yes, our new Kirko hero. He can also try to come over here and join up. Something tells me we're going to need a lot of bodies. And then you... Is that a huge submarine? It is. Check that out. That's pretty neat. I'm getting distracted. That is not directly relevant to our goals. What are you doing? You're going to go fight those guys. Nope, those are Autonom. I knew that already. I tried to fight them before. I remember this. Maybe these guys actually need to come back home? Because it's getting to the point where the rest of our armies are a little distracted at the moment. So we don't have the ability to build any flying units. That's the thing we're going to have to resolve. Do we want to build advanced military infrastructure with the attendant energy upkeep cost? Probably not. Yeah, this is probably what we want to do. So minus 15% energy cost for instantly completing production. To be perfectly honest with you, I forgot that we could even do that, so that doesn't feel super useful to me. Minus 15% energy cost for units including mods. That's pretty obviously the winner. And then we may just put the capital into semi-permanent energy production mode. Because we kind of need it, apparently. Yeah, alright, let's hope that this doesn't turn out too poorly. I'm not exactly sure what they can do here, because this isn't actually I mean, it's our territory. But it's not a colony, right? Like, can they destroy the annex? I guess they must be able to, right? Because we did that to that Syndicate faction during the Kirko campaign that we played. I don't know. It doesn't matter. If they don't get it done right now, we are on top of it. And if they do get it done right now, we'll just fix it. Okay, they are totally going to get it done right now. Well... I mean, we should manual combat. We're going to lose for sure, but we should do as much damage as we possibly can on the way through, because there's quite a lot of Psyfish over here to fight. We should make the job easier for our future units. So... What we're really looking to do here is kill, like, up to one of these guys. And we do have our tactical operations. We actually might be able to do some real work. And let's not move forward too aggressively. Make sure that we're in good covered positions. That's all half cover, huh? I'm a little shocked that this side of this hex is half cover. I mean, I guess there's also a hard line of sight break there. But still, like that's very obviously more than half cover as it is drawn, right? Alright, we're not going to surge too far forward. We want them to come to us, and then we want to blow up as many of them as we can with our fancy bombs. If they want to approach slowly, so much the better for us. In fact, maybe it's even right to just run away. Let the tactical operations wear them down. So I think we're going to go for a shredder bomb here. Oh, I guess it only applies bleeding to biological and cyborg units. How much health do these guys have? 25? Okay. There's a chance that a pair of vortex charges could kill them both if they'll allow us to do that. Oh, except for the energy cost. Yeah, that sucks. We don't have the energy cost to do enough of these to kill anybody. Also, man, they sure are going to resist a significant percentage of that damage. Alright, at this point, do we just charge them? If we're going to try to get any kills at all... This dude has 35 health. See, our gunk shot does do bonus damage. We could try to gunk shot this guy and then like battle vomit at him. The thing is, like, I care way more about killing these dudes because of their area attack and because they're like squishy. If we can get up on them, we're relatively likely to be able to actually drop them. But my concern here is that just running past the enemies, running past the flyer, and this guy is going to maybe get our units killed before we can do stuff. I think these guys are a higher priority. Both easier to kill if we can reach them, and also actually a higher targeting priority. I want to be careful about the approach because I don't want to give them too much of an opportunity to blow me up. It's just a one hex area. Okay, it's a little inconvenient, but we could stop here and be safe. And then... they won't have time to heal. So any damage we do here is relatively permanent. So maybe it's okay to have our flyer come over here and shoot gunk at this dude. Or do we want to fly all the way in so that we can potentially go off with multiple melee attacks next turn? Yeah, I think that's actually what we want to do. Oh, he has a melee overwatch. I just, like, wasn't paying enough attention. Well, let's see who survives. Well, we've actually run completely out of power, which is a real shame. Boy, that second hit did 20 damage. Also, floated right through the wall. Didn't realize that they could do that. I guess it makes sense. They're all ethereal and stuff. Okay, well, this worked out even worse than I thought it was going to, and I thought it was going to work out pretty poorly. If we get a little bit lucky here, maybe we can kill this guy. We'd have to get pretty lucky. Yeah. That's... starting with a graze was maybe the worst. No, starting with a miss would have been worse, but starting with a graze was very, very bad. Because then they took a counter hit, and they got staggered from the counter hit and lost one of their attacks, and... Secto has captured your claimed sector. I don't care about that. The idea of a sector being claimed because we are kind of near it, and so I should get mad. It's a little aggressive, is all. So that's interesting. This is a cool idea for a diplomatic interaction. They want to buy off our feelings of anger toward them. I think I'm okay with this, because we actually kind of need energy, and I don't intend to go to war with Aya, so it says trade analysis, very bad deal for you. We might be able to wring more energy out of her, but frankly, this is actually valueless to me, so anything we could get would be cool. Can I counter deal? 400 energy, how about that? They will not do this. I simply do not have the resources available. That's a shame. Can we see how much energy she actually does have? We cannot. How about 100? Okay, this is too precious for me to give up. I didn't mean to do that, I meant... Alright, whatever. We'll go talk to her in a second. Yep, people are messing with my sectors. We got some happiness events. I do love knowledge and production. Okay. Back to the diplomacy menu, because I did not mean to cancel that interaction. I meant to... I don't know. I don't know what I thought I was doing here. We'll definitely make that deal. How do I put that? Here we go. No, that's too much. You're being crazy. She said 40. Let's try 50. Maybe it is the case that they send you the largest term they're willing to accept the first time. No, she's not willing to accept the offer she sent me. Okay. That's a little strange, but alright, fine. Okay, we gotta do some stuff here. Alright, so we're gonna have to reclaim this. Presumably we can do that immediately, right? Because we still have enough population. I guess it's not all the way unclaimed yet. The border is just glowing. And then we have... This is an extremely not helpful notification. Because it's already the case that you're going to deal with that because it's a city that doesn't have anything in its queue. It's just like a notification you will never want to see. Alright, yeah, get me... Raising the sector level will increase the benefits from the sector exploitations. I do wish it was a little clearer about exactly what the benefit is from going from 1 to 2. Like, I know that information is available to us, but it should be in that tooltip. Okay, so we've moved all of our armies. We'll exploit the sector when we're done building the other things. So this will be a totally trivial kill. We'll have to come over here and fix this problem, which will be a little bit less trivial on account of the larger army. Secto has a proposal for us. I can't imagine it's anything I'll care about. And they run away, the cowards. That's fine, we'll just recap it and stay over here. Okay, what is the proposal? Open borders. You know what? Sure. I guess have to keep heading in this direction. So what do we want to do with that army? I'm not actually even sure, really. Like this army, I mean. We could pursue... The fact that they're all flying units and they built their base in a place that's completely inaccessible to 100% of the units we can build is annoying. I guess this army should go do that quest, right? We're very close to being able to integrate the Autonom into our society. So we should definitely do that. You wronged me in the past, etc. You should know I am preparing my armies. No, for your sake I should not know that. Do you know nothing about war? You don't want me to know that. I'm just gonna sit on produce energy here in the capital for a moment. You have some actual valuable upgrades. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more energy than we are currently generating. So I think this hero plus the defense force that was here might have been sufficient. So like a hero adds so much power to an army. We got declared on properly by Sina. Yeah, no big surprise there. You'll need to rethink this relation of ours. This is it, you've wronged me in the past, etc. The thing I said already. Feels like there's absolutely no need for them to send a second message. Like, if they send you a message that is just, I'm declaring war on you next turn, you don't also need one when they declare war on you. Alright, I mean, we just go right to the end, right? For what reason would we do anything else? I guess to be able to fly over there and kill these fish. Because we do not... Actually, does the Echo Walker... No, the Echo Walker has ground movement. Yeah, I definitely have flying units available. I'm sure everybody does. Maybe I want to grab one of those real quick before we try to get the end of the game thing. Let's see. That's a ship, which is fine. You know what? I'm looking at their I'm looking at the movement types here. I'm looking at the movement indicator, and it's just showing 32 points. I don't think it's actually showing movement type, is it? Because for the ship, it shows the same icon, which I was reading as the ground movement icon. Well, this is a lightning rider. Okay, you look hovery. Yes, you are totally a flying unit, and also, it's like a flying electric tank with a dude's head on the top. That's awesome. Give me one of those. I need that. We're gonna slow down our progress a little bit here. It would take 17 turns worth of research to get modular computing? Okay, that's what I thought. I guess the value it was showing there was the value if I put it at the end of the queue, including the other tech I was researching already. We're just going to go straight through to here. And then we'll get back to what we were doing. This will give us a couple new unit types to play with. And we finished Colonist Care, so we have more happiness available to us. Unfortunately, I don't know that we have anything hugely immediately relevant to do here. We can, of course, continue to get upgrades to our existing sector levels, and I guess continuing to upgrade research exploitations is probably sensible. Yeah, what did we actually get from that tech that we instantly finished? Detection, vision range, bonus to critical hit chance, and a tactical operation that can stun enemy mechanical or cyborg units. Okay. If the stun fails, they still lose arc resistance, which is pretty handy, given how many of our weapons are arc weapons. Although I guess we have transitioned a number of our heroes away from that. What's up with this guy? It's good to see you. It would please me to continue this relationship in more positive directions. I would love that. If we could do that, I would love it if we were just pals. Pals forever. Basically, I want to turn everyone in the universe against the person who just declared war on me. Slowly but surely. Alright, the end of our movement range is over here. So do I really want him to just park there? Maybe I want him to move north, since we are now potentially going to get attacked by Sina. No, I'm going to have him come down here and play a little bit of defense. We should definitely get him some more units. And then these two armies are going to head up toward the front. Hopefully they'll be enough to repel things, and if not, then I guess we'll... I don't know what. If not, then I guess we'll all die. You know what, I'm going to move this army that way as well. I'm not too worried about home defense, and we do have an operation that allows us to just teleport people back home, which is cool. Generation, we don't actually have any ruined sectors here. We could generate additional happiness with no upkeep. Kind of think we just need more energy, though. For the moment, that I think is the most sensible option. Okay. Where exactly is our relationship at with the Autonom? We need... Okay, 5 more favors. So when we complete this quest for them, we'll hit max rank and we'll be able to potentially make some moves. We have a little bit of banked influence. This does suck a little bit, like being right up against the Psyfish and Sino declaring war on us at the same time puts us into kind of a two-front war, which is historically not great. It tends to be the case that people who are involved in a two-front war lose their war very quickly. So here's hoping that we can close one of these fronts off in a real hurry. Secto has... I don't care about that. That's not my territory. Aya has denounced us, which is, you know, whatever. If she were to declare war on us too, that would actually be a real pain. So we could prep a time anomaly. We have some energy, but I kind of want to use it to build units, you know? Maybe we should have an emergency redeploy just banked, though? Yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. Ooh, or maybe I'm going to prep a Void Storm. Because this seems powerful. And we're not super likely to get a situation where we need to emergency redeploy. And even if we did, it only costs 12 strategic operation points to prep, and we make 6 per turn, so... Let's start working on a Void Storm. Who knows? We may need it. So we've unlocked the Reverse Engineer. I can't get to the unit design from that panel, apparently. That's fine. We'll look at him in a second. Alright, you guys are going this way now. You guys are going this way. Let's make some friends. Ooh. Risky battle. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe we should wait a turn. Because we'll have backup in a second here. Yeah, let's just be patient. I don't want to lose a big army right on the front of this conflict. So instead, we're going to just park over here for a second. Our hero looks extremely cool on his bike. I'm actually way into it. You're in guard mode. You're done for now. You guys are slowly but surely getting here. You know what? It's probably fastest... Oh no, routing it like this, the game says just go over the mountains. I was going to say it's probably fastest to come down here and go around the mountain range using the roads, but game disagrees. Okay, these wondrous ruins. I guess build an energy exploitation. Not that we particularly... Like, nothing's particularly good there. But energy is important. We're plenty happy. You don't really need the regen. You are probably on generate energy for right now. Or build unit? Yeah, maybe build unit. So let's get like... I'm trying to think. What would be the smart move here? I actually really like a Vorpal Sniper. Build me a Vorpal Sniper. We gotta build out this guy's army, right? We are going to need a whole lot more energy. I'm hoping that we're going to see this guy actually able to get into a space adjacent to that army, because I would like to wrap that up before enemy attackers actually arrive. And then we're not too many turns away from having flying units, which will help reinforce as we push this way in case we have to push that way, and also help us deal once and for all with the damn jellyfish. Okay, extra production, pretty happy. Build us some peer-to-peer nodes. Sure, that's a free golem. We don't need the relations bonus probably, but the influence in production... Honestly, it's not amazing. It's only 480 industry though, it's not really that hard to do this. Yeah, sure, we'll take it. Okay, perfect. And I guess we could just auto-resolve it then? It's coming up as a safe battle. Yeah, wow, we took no damage at all. Okay, so let's have a look at our options now. Database updated. We've made, like, all the way friends. I didn't want to close that. I keep clicking the button at the bottom of the screen like, hey, let's end the dialogue part of this interaction so I can get to clicking buttons. But that is not how that works. This unit's explosive attacks gain a chance to apply concussion and a 20% damage increase. What exactly does concussion do? I have a guess. This unit cannot use actions or movement. Oh, you know what? I didn't have to guess. I think we've seen that before. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for any unit that has explosives. We can purchase ownership of their core dwelling. We can also get a network controller. Very expensive. Alright, well we should probably just bank... Yeah, we should probably just bank influence for a little while. And we are now properly harnessing the storm. So let's get back to this stuff. Sorry, we are now capable of properly harnessing the storm. Speaking of, oh, that's right. We need to research the Kirko units. So you can flip your researches over to your other any faction you have a village of, if you want to. That just changes obviously the top part because the other parts of the tree are built out of your other stuff. So we could research some Kirko units, and then our Kirko settlement could actually build useful stuff. Probably worth doing at some point. For right now, maybe we just put out some Unleashed, just bolster our Air Force a little bit. You guys are not too hard to build. We could mess with their design a little bit, make them a little bit more terrifying. You guys could use some Void augmentation. Probably not so much with the ocular implants. Trying to be a little bit careful with our Cosmite. Yes, the Chaotic Unleashed. That's just not even the right... Here. I want to select the city, then press the button that is in approximately that location. Okay. Build me one of those. Up here, we should... exploit. The Optimization Control Agency isn't actually very useful. I think we're probably not going to bother building that. It's just not worth the time we would spend on it. So that being the case, we do have a ruins sector now, which makes the ruins analysis station definitely better. We want to just knock out this quest. I think if we fail the quest, we probably lose favor with them, and we're just over the threshold of the highest level. I guess let's knock this out real quick. Corvin publicly complimented us. That's cool. We are not allowed to propose an increase in our relationship just yet. And Aya has sent us a message. Improving your relations with those locals may lead to short-term gains. But can you trust them? Yeah, I mean, they're robots. I don't suspect a ton of treachery on their part. Maybe, I don't know, now that I say that out loud, maybe that's a little naive. Alright, our warp storm is prepped. We're not seeing any actual aggression from Sinai. I wonder if she's busy. Was she at war with somebody else? She is moving armies around, sort of, kind of near the front, though. Maybe we should prep a what do you call it? A listening station. Make sure we actually have vision of the cheerful lowlands. Something tells me they're not all that cheerful after all. Alright, hold on to the Void Storm. Let's prep a monitor. And do we want to just march across and start attacking her stuff? Yeah, I guess so. There's no reason to stand here and play defense, except that I guess the Voidfish are scary. Can I just, like, ask these guys to do stuff for me? Nope. I was figuring maybe I could, like, pay an influence cost to rent that army or something for a little while, but it doesn't seem to work that way. Alright, let's just threaten a couple of their, one annex and one forward base, right? We don't necessarily have to fight a protracted war. If we can just convince them that they screwed up, they maybe estimated the strength of our forces incorrectly, that's good enough. We probably don't want to pull the Dread Desert. What do we want to annex in here? Well, probably Runner's Firth, right? Because Runner's Firth has a heavy weapons factory and also that Cosmite Rift. Yeah, go do this and then you can come and join the army later. So what do we want to build here now? Do we want to start putting another unit together immediately? Probably. We gotta build up over here a little bit. Okay. You can't right click here to dismiss that for some reason. Happiness event granting us energy is pretty welcome. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not too impressed with the AI's tactics here, declaring war on me for no reason, apparently, because they had no intention of moving on me. Okay, the supplemental desert was taken, that's fine. It's a real secondary sort of desert, you can tell from the name. I don't need that. Okay, do not care about this. We're going to put down a monitor. We don't necessarily need to put the monitor down in the position I was thinking we might put it down in. Just because we have units that are approaching Cheerful Lowlands. I don't know, maybe somewhere over here makes sense. This is not actually their territory, right? Oh no, it totally is. Yeah, this has got the markings. Okay, how about right here? That'll give us a little bit of a picture of what they're up to. This could be one of their armies. Could just be random neutral troops, though. We have not been over there to examine it. Oh, there is a spore cloud. Yeah, that complicates things a little bit. Because that'll drop food production and happiness in the colony by quite a bit. And we don't... Do we have the tech? Spend resources to remove the hazard. Okay, if we moved our guy right onto it... It takes a technology to do that, right? Doesn't it? Do we... Let's see, it would be in here. Do we have that technology? Thought I remembered that it did. Maybe I am mistaken. It just says requires army right now. Yeah, it doesn't say that it takes attack or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and claim this. And then this guy's job is gonna be to do some environmental cleanup work. It's almost all of my current energy, but Runner's Firth is valuable enough that I think that makes sense. Alright, let's win a couple of very quick battles here. And hey, we can always use more science. So these areas will be... we completed the Warmonger. That's cool. We are not... Yeah, we're not Pioneer. I don't know. That doctrine's okay, I guess. I kind of like the ones we're running now. Defeat 2 players by capturing their... Oh, right. I remember this. Get a sweet army with which to quickly finish the game if you want. Alright, so what do we want to do with you now? Hey, we are still making ranged attacks. We don't have normal Overwatch, but I'm curious how Watchman interacts with the fact that he does not have a normal Overwatch action. And then you're still not melee attacking people. Could refill people's action points, but the fact is we almost always would rather him use his action points. I guess this can happen when he only has one. Like when he has to drive up to get in range of somebody, he can refresh somebody else who's closer. That actually is probably worth picking up. Yeah, he is powerful and awesome. Well, they're not offering much of a threat, so I'm just gonna continue forward. I'm just going to ransack the place real quick, although actually it looks like maybe they're ready for me in that direction. You might want to come and join us. Oh, I should remember to visit the heavy weapons factory. Can ammo up a little bit. So we did gain the ability to swap our heroes onto Lightning Riders, which I'm assuming would make the hero flying. So maybe what we end up doing with this guy is having him be the leader of the big flying army. Just merge all of the cool flying units that we're going to build onto him. Corvin publicly complimented you. That was nice of him. Sienna insulted you. Secto sent a message that, yeah, has no bearing on anything. Totally fine by me. So we're probably not going to prime anything for right now because we're still in a pretty dire state energy-wise. And yeah, wow, like a really dire state energy-wise. Okay, I'll tell you what, why don't you just produce energy for a turn then? As it turns out, we really need it. So does he have to stay here? Because it said three turns to remove the thing, and I kind of assumed that the army would have to stay the whole time. Yeah, he has 0 movement. You just sit there and continue that thing. Alright, let's see about these armies here. They almost certainly don't have enough movement to actually attack me this turn, but they could reinforce the old slums and make it not attackable. What is this? A teleport station. Oh, that seems important. Use it to find out where it leads. Maybe in a moment when it's no longer the enemy turn. So they're not moving these units at all. Okay, that's not them, but we should probably kill those guys. Yep, don't care about that. We're all friends here. I'll take that reward. And a hero... Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool looking. We're gonna cancel for right now. We are totally hiring you, but it's gonna take a second. Oh, interesting. Secto fabricated a casus belli against me. Our spies report that an enemy managed to construct a believable narrative to paint a negative picture of us. Interesting that it would be Secto. Could surely use this against us to start a war if they see fit to do so. What's his plan? Alright, you like that we're rivals. Since you like so much that we're rivals, how about we have a defensive pact? Increasing your diplomatic state with this player means they'll be able to call you into war against Corvin. No, that's... Okay, fair warning. I do not want that to happen. You know what? Never mind. You're at war with Sina as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you would call me up just to tell me that you're basically happy with the way our relationship is. Okay, it does look like I'm allowed to walk away with this unit. I'm gonna do it and see. Doesn't look like it's affected the progress, or at least that little animation is still playing. Alright, let's get rid of these guys, because otherwise they're gonna end up all up in our stuff here. And I just don't want to deal with it. Unfortunately, that does slow down all of our reinforcing by a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and attack this. And then we're gonna back up. So I'm not sure like what the flashing border is meant to suggest here. Maybe it's the case that if they were to move an army into this on this turn, they'd be able to save it, like keep it in their territory. I almost want to drop that warp storm right here. Maybe that would be a good idea. I don't know. We're not really in any danger here. Let's save it for a moment where it might be a little bit more like critical. Okay, so these guys will not be joining up with this army. They're just going to come over here and defend the Skypiercer peaks. And you can help them. Just going to give him the order to get all the way down here. And then it's probably just generate energy, right? For a little while. I mean, we do need to increase our science output. Obviously, research is very important. The war is certainly helping with that. Yeah, I guess let's focus on that first. Over here, you don't have any of that kind of stuff to do. Let's put ourselves together a Lightning Rider. First of all, let's manage the Lightning Rider design. Did I just scroll past it? There it is. That's pretty cool looking. Like it's very horrible. Don't get me wrong, but in a pretty cool way, I think. So he's got the standard bonus damage air-to-air weapon. Strike nearby units in a 2 hex radius for 14 damage, but it's point blank. Charge the craft's internal capacitors, causing its attacks to stagger targets and do 50% bonus damage until the end of its next turn. That's definitely interesting. And it has a pretty standard defense mode. When destroyed, it will crash to the ground on a nearby hex. It does not say the hex that it's in, so this might be a little unpredictable. 5% harder to hit for each hex it moved during its last turn. And of course it heals after battles, because our units do that. These guys seem cool. Void augmentation is fine. It is going to increase the cost of the unit very slightly. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. We can apply that debuff pretty widely then. I don't think we do need the ocular impacts. I like the armor, I like the bonus damage, I'm just not sure I'm wild about the cost increase. We're going to be very reliant on these guys to actually win the fight against the Psyfish, though. We should probably just make them as strong as we can. Alright, let's build some erratic lightning riders. Fortunately, none of that increased the energy cost. Alright, you are probably on just make energy for a little while. Gotta keep it rolling in. Yeah, like I was saying, hard to imagine that we care about that right now. We have so many very important things going on. So let's see if they respond to my move on the old slums at all. I bet they won't. I bet they are too terrified of us. Which is fair, because we do cut a pretty imposing figure. Also, there's no way that anyone on their team has a name that is anywhere near as cool as Claudius Proton, so... they are massing up, it looks like. They had a unit run up from here and merge into this army. Maybe this would be a good time to drop the storm. Let me go look at this. So we've already paid the energy cost. Reducing energy income and happiness. Takes 20% off their current health. And it looks like it just does it once. At least it doesn't mention a duration. Sorry, you're going to have to just keep waiting. The Autonom would like some Cosmite. I'm actually totally fine with that. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to do this, but also I'm worried that in the position we're in now, we might not take full advantage of it. Let's let our troops get closer. Or I guess we could just not go that way at all. Yeah, let's keep taking territory. Or not even taking territory, but keep costing them territory. So this is currently reading as unowned. If I just move on to it, I can't just take it over, right? I could raise it. That doesn't feel super productive. I guess it prevents them from taking it back. I don't really want to have to hang around and guard it. Yeah, you know what? To the ground. Trying to be ready for him. Alright, more sector levels for research and everything. I don't really have a strong plan for our social research. Ooh, the ability to resurrect fallen heroes actually does sound pretty okay. Our heroes are starting to get pretty built up. Maybe let's learn how to do that. It would be a shame to lose one at this point. Alright, he'll be over here in no time. we could build ourselves another Unleashed. I'm trying to figure out, like, how many weak units do we actually want to have in this army, right? So we gotta pay the cost to put you on a Lightning Rider at some point here. Maybe that should just be now. Oh, we didn't put him on a Lightning Rider. We made him a Lightning Rider. Well, that'll do. That's fine. Yeah, we may as well give him this thing. It's bonus point of armor. And then... yeah, that'll do. That's a good start. He also has 20 skill points that maybe we ought to, like, actually use. So... he's not going to be working from cover ever. He is going to have a lot of heavy units in his army, because the Lightning Riders are heavy. Adjacent units with Swarm Shield, we don't have any of that, right? Where is the Swarm Shield trait? Oh, maybe he doesn't even have it. You're not going to do any melee attacks. All air units. Okay, all of our units are air units, so we could take this. And we definitely want to just take some range stuff. What is the range on the Arc Thrower? Okay, it's fairly short, actually. So, toughness is also a thing to consider. We do, like... a couple levels of this. And then range damage, aim... we have 2 skill points left if we do it that way. You know, Skitter's not terrible. But maybe Watchman's the right move. Overwatch on all primary ranged attacks is actually pretty good. Okay. Powerful enough to fight these fish? I don't know, maybe. Not by himself, obviously. You guys are actually out of movement. No orders are required. And we are out of energy once again, which means, of course, we are generating energy once again. Research continues. You know, we're working on it. Getting little bursts of research here and there. Winning battles is no longer worth more than a turn of research for us, which is actually a good thing, because it means that our research is not in a totally terrible place. Alright, we've cut off the old slums. It will be watching your movements closely. Any threat to our colonies will be eliminated. I will no longer maintain our current diplomatic state because you have wronged me in the past. You are building too close to me, and you are held in low esteem amongst our people. The pact is over. Okay. Do I want to kill these guys? Not really. It looks like we maybe did not take a hit there, diplomacy-wise. I once thought we could have good relations, but my current plans have made that impossible. Also, you have wronged me in the past, which is a lie. You just told me what's actually happening. You have to, like, at least let the communication end and then call me up again and lie to me later, man. It's very unprofessional. Well, it looks like we may end up having to fight absolutely everybody. It's not ideal. But also not undoable. You know what? Yeah, go ahead and annex this. It's very convenient to do so. I'm just gonna merge these dudes up. Okay. So we don't actually have to kill that army. What do we want to do? We can just blitz them? I think we could probably just blitz them. Let's just go for it. We don't want to commit all 3 of the armies to that. Or do we? You know what? I think I'm fine with it. Let's go mess them up. Alright, so we're a little bit short of being able to build another one of those. I might have this city stay on energy production as well, actually. Of course, every turn of this kind of stuff is a turn where we're not increasing our research output optimally. Do we even want a Void Storm? Like, I'm not Not really that worried about them, honestly. And it doesn't look... We're not reading the presence of any armies at all over here. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to sit on this Void Storm. Oh, you know what? We could Void Storm over here right before we push the flying units in. Part of me is just, like, looking for opportunities to use it. Now that we have the hammer, everything is starting to look like a nail. Corvin has been defeated, actually. Secto is breaking the defensive pact. So maybe the reason that this war is going the way it's going is because she went after Corvin really hard. But that's all the more reason to focus and get the job done now. Alright, so he's going to try to kill us next turn. Well, maybe not next turn, but soon, certainly. What is this notification? We're neutral now for some reason. Okay. Let's merge you up. We definitely need to produce a couple more units before we're ready to go. Get one of these. And I'll get another Unleashed as well. That'll put us on 5. Which might be good enough, honestly. Alright, you guys just need to be over here, hanging out nearby. I guess we can, yeah, we can move that army off and have these guys do that job. Okay, now they do have an army in place. I wonder how much of an army. Also, we may as well blow this up as we run past. Why not? A little bit of extra science, and the slow move gives us an opportunity to let these guys catch up a little bit. Because that move over the mountain range, of course, is going to be pretty brutal. Go back into guard mode, because you don't really need to do anything for a while. And, I mean, I'm inclined to just keep increasing our ability to do research back here. In the city that is far from the front. So do we want to spend our influence with the Autonome? Or do we want to use it to prep some operations? Sorry, you guys. We could try to get ourselves a network controller. It's a tier 4 elite unit. It seems big. It seems big and powerful. Also, they can call tech support for us. That's nice. I'm going to save up for that. I want to see how good that unit is. You don't have time to exploit stuff because you're, busy building potentially mission-critical units. So what is this army outside of Akaneth? It is not a full-sized army. Romulo of House Zartan is level 4. He's pretty tough looking. We have an Echo Walker, Chrysalis, and a Sentinel, which is not a very impressive unit. And we can kick things off right now, and I think we probably ought to. So we're going to want to attack that guy first, I think. You're not even going to be able to get all the way in. That is a shame that he couldn't get one space further forward. If we move everything except the Crystal Basher, I'm going to do it. Move all these guys to here, so that if we get counterattacked on our turn, we can survive it. Or should I? Maybe I should do this a little bit differently. I'm thinking if I move you up to here, or even to here. Oh, I like that, because that gives us the ability to assist on all kinds of stuff. But we want to keep our units relatively together. As I remember it, last time we attacked a unit next to a city, the city garrison couldn't come in and help. So this is fine for now. Let's do this first, and then we'll figure out more positioning later. A high-risk battle. Because it's well, first of all, it's totally letting them use their colony militia this time, which is not how things worked last time. Oh, you know what? We attacked... The thing I'm referring to last time, we attacked a solo hero that was just standing outside their city, down and to the right of it. I bet that was a hero they hadn't hired yet. That's why their armies didn't kick in because he wasn't actually part of their faction. So that makes this a little bit scarier. Maybe we don't want to do this without our full complement of dudes here. So what we could do is move you to here, you to here, you to here, and then initiate the battle with these guys. And this unit, sadly, is just not going to get to play. If I throw the storm now, all non-Void Tech units in the sector will take damage. Dimensional instability will be applied to everybody. My units mostly are Void Tech, though, right? Like, we're not actually vulnerable to that. Yeah, you are... You are not. The units that are actually mine... Oh no, not even all of them. This guy does not have the Void Tech marker. So, some of our units would take a big hit. This guy definitely would. Let's see, this guy's not Void Tech either. That's weird. Shouldn't he be? So maybe it's not a good idea to cast that. I guess the question is whether I think that their army is broadly better than our army. Because if we have the advantage right now, we don't necessarily want to potentially screw it up. It wouldn't be all of my units. Would it be all of his? He does have an Echo Walker, which is Void Tech. Most of his stuff isn't, though. A pretty significant majority of it is not. Sorry about the slow play here. I'm just trying to figure out how to not lose what is probably the most important battle of the series thus far. And we're looking at 963 plus 1080 plus 830. So their entire force was estimated at like 3,000 power, and we're a little south of that, but not much. We, of course, have the advantage of tactical operations, and we actually have the energy necessary to use them this time. So I think the storm hurts us less than it hurts them. The application of dimensional instability definitely hurts them more than it hurts us, because we are going to cause additional stability problems. Yeah, I guess we do it, right? Maybe this is crazy, but I think we do it. Success chance too low to launch, actually. They have operation defenses. We knew that. Alright. So we are rated as being a little bit lower than their strength, but we do have a player mind, and, you know, maybe that's detrimental, maybe it's not. We also have our tactical operations. Let's give it a shot. Maybe it's a bad idea to start this battle at 58 minutes into the episode. I don't know. I thought about saying, you know what, come back next time, but that feels crummy, considering how much of the last 10 minutes has been me hemming and hawing about whether or not to do this battle. Okay, so they're chambering their fancy breach rounds. That's a little concerning. It's a good setup turn for them. These are turrets, I'm assuming? The little obelisks here. Maybe we need to be playing at maximum speed just because of how slowly they do their actions. Alright, so these guys went into Overwatch. I'm assuming their turrets are functionally identical to the other turrets that we've seen. They do psionic damage. Maybe this is another thing where we want to push to the side and deal with as few of the turrets as possible at once. Let's see here. You could roll up to here and take one good shot at that turret. What's the range on? I'm assuming these guys have a standard 7 tile range, which is out to here. So we'll be in range to take shots if we use that cover. Right here, I'm in the open, but I'm not in their range. No, I totally am. There's no way to not get shot by them, it turns out. $40 damage with 2 shields. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough approach. It's gonna be a tough approach no matter how we do it. So why are you wounded? This requires full action. Powerful, though. If we just move him up into a high cover position now, he can start chucking rocks like Donkey Kong style. That's not a bad move. And maybe he absorbs some fire, he's big and tough. Scavenger's gotta just like run up and get close. And I think we are gonna try to sweep our units over to this side. The Electrocutioner's shot has the standard 7 tile range, so we really need to we need to move quite a bit before we're able to do anything here. That is out of turret range. The Indentured Militia have standard pulse rifles. So yeah, this is not bad. A run all the way over to here gives us the ability to move up into firing range on our next turn. This space doesn't give us cover against these guys, I don't think. I'm trying to make sure I know how many explosives we have to worry about on this side. It looks like not many. What's this hero do? Okay, he has an Inferno launcher. So we can't group up then. Because he'll kill us all. I think this is an okay move. We could have moved a little shorter and done Overwatch, but I think I like just getting into position as best we can. And although I'm worried about moving this hero, especially as relatively soft as he is, into harm's way, I think we do have to try to destroy the turret pretty quickly. He really is pretty squishy, though. And just being in range of these guys so they get to triple action point and attack us. Defender advantage is extremely huge in this game. We could try to get a blind off. I mean, a blind would certainly help solve the problem. Alright, come on, tell me this works. 61% chance to actually hit him, and the blind is guaranteed if we do hit him. Okay, blinded, bleeding, critically hit him. That's pretty good. Now I'm a lot less worried about the triple attack. And we can guarantee a good hit with the combat stims, so I think we ought to. Maybe there's a 95% hit cap. Okay, we'll be able to destroy that pretty easily on our next turn. You really gotta just rush them. Yeah, I think we stop here. And then these guys are in good position to threaten the turret and also this thing. Remember, because of our phase walk thing, we can just run through cover. I'm not sure if that'll let us run up a wall. I guess we'll find out. But in any case, we're threatening. We're certainly threatening. We might want to have one of these scavenger guys just like run all the way forward to serve as a, basically as a sacrifice. Or draw fire away from the more important units, just for a little while. So we can move you up to here. You're out of most people's range. Yeah, run him up to here and summon the thing. Summon the thing on this side to avoid making this grouping any juicier than it needs to be for the rocket. And then... yeah, we're gonna try to push this stairway. Really, that's with the animations on super fast? I don't want to group up over there any more than we are already doing. What's the safe spot here? There really isn't a safe spot. But at the same time, we can't be too far back, right? Let's get the healer going. And then these guys on this side, we have to make a decision. Do we want to push over here a little bit just to keep some of their forces distracted? Or do we want to run these guys to the part of the battle that's actually happening, which means that they are effectively not participating for the first turn or two? The hero definitely gets over here. That's a total no-brainer. And then it's just like, do we do a little sacrifice play? I kind of think so. So up here we're at like right at the edge of their Overwatch. You know what, let's do something a little bit more like this. We'll try to do like a progressive Overwatch move. Oh, his Overwatch is omnidirectional. That's cool. This is... oh yeah, split into multiple versions of yourself. That seems useful. I think we're far enough back that we don't have to worry about enemies actually being able to shoot at us here. And with the sheer number of them, we're definitely going to get our tactical operations off for pretty huge hit counts. There's too many of them for them not to group up. Hell, even we're experiencing that issue. I'm going to plant this guy over here. And Overwatch in the hopes of drawing a little bit of enemy attention. I think we're done with everybody. No, this guy has not done anything at all. Well, he should definitely move forward. If we move him forward into a place where he's shootable, he is going to draw enemy fire because he's in the open. And to be perfectly honest, I feel like the inspectors are pretty weak units overall. So maybe that's fine. Ooh, that 9-tile range. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna move him to a position where he is drawing attention. That'll show him. And I mean, we have to just get our melee units in close, right? Like, that has to happen. Okay, now we might actually be done. Alright, let's see how bad it is. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh, I don't know what the hell happened there. We probably do have to turn down the animation speed a little bit just for readability, even though it's going to make their turn take all of forever. Okay, they have a status effect remover. These guys are doing more or less what they were ordered to do. Some pretty good Overwatch there. This is looking bad. Okay, so these guys are going to just turn around and fight, right? And I think they should be able to kill, like, maybe the Psyfish units or something. But part of what we've done here is we've prevented the enemy from just sweeping over to, like, push their whole force up against that stair. We're spending a relatively small number of units to do this. So what do we want to kill? We can get rid of those guys. This costs actions, so we definitely don't want to bother doing that. I don't really understand. I guess we just... Here, info control. Okay, yeah, it's just too long range. Our weapon is not designed to be used at what I would describe as a relatively short range. Alright, let's talk about throwing rocks. So we could just run over here and punch that guy in the face. We also could whip a big rock up here. Chances of stunning, not super high. It does do damage to everybody at least. Maybe this is how we should lead off, so that we know what the stun hit was, because that information's important. Okay, looks like we landed the stun on this guy. Can you stun a turret? Yes, you can, it turns out. The Vorpal Sniper is up here and unable to shoot people due to being fascinated. I love those debuffs that completely remove units from the game. We don't have any debuff clearing stuff, right? Does this clear debuffs? No, it just heals. Well, that's unfortunate. So these guys separated themselves enough that we can't use our explosion attack on them in any meaningful way. We can just do this. I think I like that. How much health has that left him with? 16 and 5 damage reduction. And these guys need to get dealt with. And we could just drop some explosives up here. We could do a bomb right there. We don't need to hit these two anymore this turn. If we can get some other kills out, you know. So what can I have you? I can't have you do anything except reposition. Not really sure what the right reposition is either. Oh, it does in fact. The phase walk thing does let them just run up the wall. That's pretty cool, actually. That's really powerful. How much do we care about this guy? I think the answer is not a lot. Oh, he is the one with the fascination thing. But he has used it already. I guess that does 10 damage. And repeats. Move to right here and at least have cover against the stuff up top. Or we could move to right here. Have some good overwatch. Turrets are really easy to hit. In fact, we could definitely just kill this turret this turn if that's what we wanted to do. Yeah, I'm going to do this. We are likely to get the kill, like very likely, to get the kill in 2 shots. So we could have the hero move up before doing the thing. Kind of think I want to do that. A little worried about exposing him to fire from the side, but we need to be able to get up those stairs eventually. Okay, you, I guess... Oh wait, the Vorpal Sniper is able to shoot now. Oh, hold on. If this unit is staggered, the bond is broken and the effect ends. So... we could just take this guy out. Maybe. That's a 52%. It's far from guaranteed. Or we could... this is way more likely to work. Yeah, let's do that. I'm a lot less worried about this guy with his current position. Alright, so we popped one of them. And we did have to do that. And our chances of hitting anything at all with this dude are pretty poor. I'm thinking maybe this is just a heal the golem turn. Again, sort of present him as an option in case people want to shoot at him. And then... this guy pretty much needs to run forward, but I don't know exactly where to. I guess let's figure out what to do with this hero next. Self-destruct units got instantly murked. That guy is melee. Wait, why does shooting this dude... his weapon has... yeah, after hitting an enemy, the flaming shot passes through the target and hits any unit in the 3x line. I totally forgot about that. Again, this is like playing the game an hour at a time. Not ideal. 50% chance to hit. We need to hit 2 of the 3 shots in order to kill these dudes. I kind of want to just take it from right here. Stepping to the side is not going to increase my chance to hit them. We do have long range times 4. We might actually cut that down to 3 if I step here. I didn't. We did apparently change the angle enough that these guys were then getting hit by the flame shot, so that's cool. Charged shot that hits the target area, dealing arc damage. We just barely can't quite get that up into that grouping of enemies. And if we step to the side here... and we definitely want to try to finish this guy off, right? Alright, show me something. There we go. So we're making some headway. It's not ideal, but it's something. So the clone lasts for 2 turns. Trying to figure out what the best way to use this is. The clone teleports a short distance when it's created, but it looks like we maybe don't have any control over where it teleports to. So maybe the right move here is... like with this guy who is basically just sacrifice fighting in the first place. We run to like here. This leaves 1 point behind when you do it, so like we run to here, we do the thing, and then we still get to punch this guy. I think that's pretty good. We don't trigger any Overwatch by doing this. Alright, go and make a nuisance of yourself. Oh no, I totally do control it. Okay. It's gonna go to here. Resisted our dimensional instability, sadly. We're not going to be able to do a lot of damage no matter what, but we can be a hassle, basically. I'm just trying to slow down the approach from those guys. Should probably have let me see the effect of the Overwatch attack there, instead of just teleporting my vision away the moment it happens. So we can't get a kill on you. I'm like... we can move out into the open a little bit more. How bad is this? It's just a long-range penalty, where we have no obstructed vision, so moving into the open probably won't help, actually. Let's see here. Compromising mechanical and cyborg units. I'm assuming the turret is mechanical. Yeah. This is not a great, not a great action shot of the turret here. So that's probably not worth worrying about. What we should do is just move into range to actually participate in the battle. It's actually a remarkably good hit chance from that distance. These guys are still just really hard to hit. They do have a little bit of cover. Yeah, let's just work this dude over. He resisted all of the blinds, unfortunately. What do I want to do with you? See, if we do this right, we could have this guy's clone be in melee range. If we get super lucky and all of the shots on the defense laser actually hit, we could just kill him with the clone, potentially. Okay, we hit with 2 of them. That's pretty good. Here's not good enough. The clone only teleports 2 spaces. So what we really want is to go here, but we want to do it in a way that doesn't get us hit. We just can't do that. Yeah, I have to choose between being able to attack this guy and not hitting the Overwatch shot, or getting hit by the Overwatch shot. Unless we can do some more damage to that dude. I mean, we're not going to be able to do enough, right? Well, we might be able to, because we do have our tactical operations left. He has 18 health and not really a lot of damage reduction. Oh, I'll do this and just absorb his Overwatch shot, because I don't care if the Inspector gets hit. Yeah, that's better, because that lets me make this move pretty safely. And again, we're just like flooding the battlefield with units to make their lives awkward. Sadly, not lethal, but at least we have the Overwatch up. And do I just run forward with you, or maybe I defense mode evasion? If we run forward to here, he's going to get pasted for sure. But it's like, there's a question of action efficiency, right? Is it okay if we just make it annoying enough for them to finish the job? And then we also have the question of tactical operation. What are we going to do this turn? I'm leaning toward a vortex charge right here, which will totally kill that guy. Would the Shredder Bomb wouldn't do the job, right? No, it totally will. Why is it going to do 15 damage to him? Well, if that's really what we're using this for, if the Inspector got him low enough that we can kill him with one tactical operation point, we should probably take that. And we're pretty likely to put Bleeding 3 up on the other dude. Then I think I do just run forward. Probably what will happen is a bunch of these guys will turn and shoot him. Is he likely to be more useful to us hiding behind cover? Because again, like every shot that the enemies take at the wrong target is some value for us. And we still got to be wary of the rocket launcher guy who is right here. Yeah, this might be a just like rush forward and flood them with targets kind of moment. Oh, that guy has melee Overwatch up, so we gotta be a little careful. I could run to here though safely. I mean, and then give them a triple attack, of course. Is it just these two that are left? Oh no, you have an action point. But yeah, it's just those two and this guy. So if we just run forward like a madman with most of our units, while the ranged units actually get hits and stuff, we're threatening pretty strongly over here. I'm going to leave him in cover. We're going to make it super hard to kill him. If I take this position, I'm vulnerable to an Inferno rocket thing right there, which I don't love. But like running directly out into the open is also a little risky. Having at least a little bit of cover from the relevant direction would be nice. What about you? Where can you get to? You can get over here and potentially bait a rocket to one of these two spaces, which is fine. There's not that many enemies over here. Remember, these two guys are stunned. There's not that many enemies shooting over here. I think I'm just going to commit deep on this side. And then... maybe we do just stop here. Or here, even. Yeah, alright. We're gonna roll up a little slower and a little safer. All this stuff is point blank, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see how bad it is. And they have a pretty large number of their units not in a position to hit the bulk of our force over here. Okay, not a big deal. Good cover. Alright, we're absorbing multiple people's turns with... that was like 4 units' turns with that guy and his Echo, so only one of our actual units. Yeah, that's not totally ideal. I mean, like, look at the action economy we're getting, though. Did they actually fail to kill him? That's incredible. I think he's going to kill that jellyfish. Oh, they have another... oh, no, they don't have another attack over here. Well, get him, Echo. That's awesome. We've gotten huge value out of that Echo. Alright, how do we want to process stuff over here? I probably do want you to run up and claw slash the hell out of this dude. If you get into the good cover position, you lose an attack. And I mean, you have cover from the right side already, from the correct side. Maybe we want to just get up here and make life really difficult for this guy. Because this thing, that's a little awkward. We don't have a really easy way to kill that. Oh, you know what? You do. No, sorry. The flyer. You know, the guy who's bad at stuff. I want to select the guy who's bad at stuff. I'm having a hell of a time selecting this inspector. Like, I'm clearly left-clicking on it, right? Alright, we'll cycle units until it gives it to me. It's really hard to select a unit that is on top of another unit. Let's see, we could move up to here. Only a yellow chance to hit. Like, I know this is a prime unit, and I should maybe be a little bit less cavalier with them, but the thing is, he is by far the worst unit in the army, and if he gets a kill and serves as a distraction, like, that's pretty good, right? And his actual combat prowess is terrible. Alright, please show me that kill. Great. Now we don't have to worry about that dude anymore. So we do, in fact, do this. Those phase walk modulators are really useful. Good assimilate damage. It looks to me like this right here is our next tactical operation. It's probably the vortex charge. Yeah, like that's a lot of damage. I think we can probably blow up those dudes pretty easily. You don't have phase walk modulators or anything. Really, all you can do of value is rush this dude. Does that make sense as a play? I don't know, maybe. This has a cooldown on it. I'm trying to figure out what is the play for finishing these guys off up here. Do I just want you to shoot him? I kind of wish we could use this very good hero to do other stuff, but these guys have to get dead, right? And we can have this guy run over here and do this just to break their Overwatch. And maybe not actually worry about killing them at the moment. Kind of wanted him to run up and help with this, but that dude's health is insane. Yeah, this is probably a better use of this action. So we'll break their Overwatch. And then, now that these guys aren't Overwatching anymore, we could just do that. But I think I want to try to take advantage of my super powerful gun a little bit more effectively. So 50%. I probably want to step forward before firing. I don't want to lose an action point. But if I do step forward, I'm not covered from nearly as many angles anymore. I guess we could try to just kill these guys. End up spending a bunch of damage on them after all. I really do want to fire like my blinding shot over at the enemy hero. Only a 21% chance for it to land, but 21% chances for it to land is still like pretty good. Can you? No, you cannot reach. You cannot reach to punch. Yeah, it's a big complicated situation. I think I'm gonna have this golem charge this guy. So wait. This does 20 damage, has stagger. This does 13 damage. This bypasses shields, but he doesn't have any. Yeah, I think we want to just roll over there and use the explosion. We've never actually done this. Also, that happened, so that was cool. So we could run over and punch you. As I definitely want this dude to fire up the hill. We could kill the turret pretty easily, but everybody can kill the turret pretty easily. This is repeating, so we'll get 3 chances at this. All we have to do is hit 1 coin flip for it to be great. I'm just going to take the shot from exactly where I am. It's a shame he doesn't spend the other point, like just continue shooting, because we could have gotten some more splash through there. But that was not bad. And then we could run up and do that for a small amount of damage, or we could do it from over here. I like this better. And I think we might use the explosion, actually. So it hits all adjacent units. If we were going to do it, we'd want to do it from here, which pushes this guy a little bit further out of the battle. But it makes that guy pretty killable. %57% chance to hit because of my hero blocking the way. It never really gets better. We can step back to here. Still 57. Well, let's take it. Okay, that's good information. So if we were to... He has 19 health, so that won't do it. Yeah, he's got too much damage reduction. But now our hero can get it. That is really crummy. I don't want to have to use this hero in this way, but I do think it's important we get rid of this guy. Okay, and then you can just run forward, I guess? Apply additional Overwatch. Make them have to remove even more damage. And we don't want to do an explosion here because it will actually kill my other unit. I want them to have to kill my other unit manually. So yeah, it takes a lot of damage to kill a hero, but we got to start stacking it up. And it does take him down to 1 action point. Alright, you really... Oh! Actually, we did enough damage to the wall over here that I could just have you run up. The hero on this side has not acted yet. I'm wondering if this is the time to use the restore action points thing. Also, we gotta figure out what this Vorpal sniper intends to do. Because if I refill this guy's action points, if I have him move to like here, and then refill his action points, he can really do a number on Brutus Wolf, which is a good name. If I destroy this thing, is its base still going to provide cover? I can't. I don't have anybody who can stand next to the destroyed one so that we could tell. Are you... No, we're not getting cover indicators on this side either. Alright, let's try that. I'm going to move it right up to here. Then we're going to move the hero forward. It works on... Oh, it only works on cyborg units. He's not a cyborg. He is mechanical. I thought I remembered it being both mechanical and cyborg. Well, still, I actually like that play. I think he's in a fine position. So let's blow up this thing. I think that's what we want to do with our sniper. Take the nice easy shot here. And hopefully it's still providing cover. But you know, if not, whatever. That's right, he cannot get cover. I was like, why isn't a thing showing up here? But it's because he does not do cover. I think I'm just gonna run him up. We're just gonna get up there. And with you, I don't think I want to just like move into the open. But one shot's not going to do the job, and I do want this thing dead. So I think we are, in fact, moving into the open. They don't really have that many guns over here. They can't threaten me too badly. Okay. I'm pretty happy with the way the push on this side is going. Sadly, the defense laser is not going to allow us a kill here. And in fact, our chance to hit is really low. Small target and long range. We could just move forward a little bit. We can see that it does affect our hit chance. Yeah, I'm going to step into it. Wow, just terrible shooting. 45% chance to hit. That's just bad luck. Okay. They have their own vortex charge. Good to know. Pulse Sniper hits for 10 million damage. We're still doing a good job of absorbing their actions over here. Wait, what did he take 26 damage from there? It looked like my Inspector turned and hit him for 26, which is impossible because, first of all, the Inspector is not mind-controlled, and secondly, could never hit for 26. Like, ever, ever, ever. Alright, we can mob this dude and just claw him to bits, which I think is definitely what we have to do. My hero's bike blew up, but it didn't actually remove him from combat, which I did not realize that's how that worked. You get bashed, because my big melee units are now behind the line of fire. They still have a ton of stuff on that side. It's not like we're set or anything over here. But we are doing better than we have been. Okay, the corpses of my units are providing good cover for him. That's a real shame. We have no way of fixing that situation either. This is pretty bad. And we have the opportunity to bombard this guy with a lot of damage. And I think we gotta take it, even though roughly half of these shots are gonna miss. We just gotta put whatever we can on him, because we have a pretty good, between the lot of us shooting all together, we have a pretty good chance of killing him. I think I'm gonna move forward here. Yeah, I think I move forward to here. I'm a little bit low on health. Let's maybe stay back. Alright, hero down. How do we finish off this guy? I guess it has to be you. Oh, you don't have a gun anymore. Yeah, that's a problem. Your grenade does very poor damage. But it might be enough, actually. If we get up here and hit this guy once. Probably run up on him and shotgun him point blank. Nope, the shotgun's almost guaranteed to miss. We gotta graze, because of course we did. You can't kill him even with full hits. So 10 damage is not good enough. Well, we can do this, though. What I can do is run up to here for the cover, and then feed this guy his action points. And I guess move up to here before attacking. Alright, they're losing a lot of high-value units all at once, which is pretty good for us, I hope. I hope it's good enough. You just need to set up for your next shot. I don't think we can get to a place where the blinding shot can actually hit anything. So this is a positioning turn for you. If I stand right here, those guys can take a single step and then triple shot me. Seems bad. So I think maybe I move to right here. I mean, getting them to step out of their cover is not terrible. And I would be just out of range for everybody in a way that's actually kind of awkward for them to deal with. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I do so wish that we could Overwatch with Blinding Snapshot. And we just hunker down here. Okay, you guys can't really do anything useful this turn. I'm a little leery of leaving him all alone over here, but I don't think we have a lot of options. Let's just try to fan out a little bit. Yet impossible to hit. You can take some cover right here and get... They've lost a lot of their AoE, right? Okay, this guy can Devour Hope, but that's a single target attack. Yeah, I think we're cool to stand right here and just go into Overwatch. Catch somebody running in. And then you also have Overwatch. Your Overwatch is hilariously ineffective, but you don't have any other role. Okay. We've destroyed a fair number of their most powerful units. Ow. Yeah, we've destroyed a fair number of their most powerful units, but we have been outnumbered pretty seriously here, and they still have one big hero. The good news is they're grouping a lot of their stuff up together for us. We have 3 points left. I mean, I'm inclined to Vortex Charge again. Right, because they did this thing. If we do it in such a way that it staggers this guy, the fascination breaks on our hero, which might be worthwhile. Him being fascinated does suck. If I step to here, I get a better shot. Thaliope's in a lot of danger, but Thaliope's also so powerful that we can't not apply him with maximum force. That's a real shame, though, that the way that scatters doesn't quite allow us to hit anybody. I think we gotta take it, though. And one of those being a graze is a real shame. Okay, so... Does the Shredder Bomb stagger people? It does not. Actually, this doesn't say that it staggers either. So, hold on, let's test it. Impact stagger. Yeah, using the Shredder Bomb to not hit all the targets, but instead to free this guy up so he gets attacks, doesn't feel great, but totally might be right. Alright, you can run up over here. That's not awesome. Actually, let's talk about this. Let's talk about what's happening up here. What can we do on this side? Not really very much. The rock throw, we just barely can't get it far enough forward to hit the turret. Alright, I think we gotta do... Oh, he doesn't have a single space move that doesn't cost him an action point, though. Moving here will dock him one. Then I guess we just throw the thing? It feels bad because it means he's gonna end up behind everybody else. But I don't want to give up the damage. I think we may need it. And who knows, maybe the stun will land. It did not. That would have been really nice, actually. That would have been a great stun. Let's see, you can move to here and take a shotgun shot at him, which will miss. But it's better than just running over and doing nothing. So let's try it. And you know what, 43%, that's not that unlikely. Okay, you pretty much have to just run all the way over here. It's not too bad, though. As far as desperate run maneuvers go. I'm surprised that this cover works when we're shooting from so far above that dude. I might just go for that, honestly. Well, we can move here without spending anything. Maybe we just take this instead? Because this'll kill if they all hit, but the odds on that are pretty poor. And we could instead just burn that guy. Wow. That was really good. That was actually like a huge amount of damage. We can Void Blades here. I mean... if I step forward, I can probably finish this guy off, right? He only has 19 total health. Actually really like that. I'll probably not finish him off, but we can get to work on him. We leave him with, like, we left him with 3 health. Okay, that's actually probably killable. This isn't how I wanted to use this attack. I was gonna shoot at the turret, but... ooh, we could attack him instead. Because we don't have a plan for killing this guy right now. We could also have the sniper move further forward. Try to find a spot... actually, it looks like there isn't one. I was going to say try to find a spot where you can shoot at the Psyfish. But if we want to break that thing's hold, we really are going to have to spend a tactical operation on it. I think it's probably worth doing. So if we were to switch targets, you can't get to this guy to finish him off. We just don't have enough people. This goes 3 spaces, so if he ran forward to here... yeah, he wouldn't be anywhere near it. Well, shoot. Our hero without his bike is very close to useless at this point. And he's low enough on health that I'm really reluctant to run him forward. Alright, I'm gonna go for this. We're just gonna hope for a crit. That's a shame. Yeah, and I think we'd be foolish not to take this shot. And are you the only one left? Yeah, the only one left who has a real attack. I think it is right to do the Shredder Bomb. So we stagger him, which breaks the fascination, and then you could just finish that guy off. I probably want you to do something a little bit better. This mechanical things, still definitely not the right move. Actually, you're a cyborg, aren't you? What does this thing do? You have a strength 8 chance to become disabled for 2 turns. Only has 5 range. It's guaranteed to hit, but and it's guaranteed to stagger, but the chance of the disable is actually pretty low. We could do this and maybe just inflict a blind instead. As lame as this is, I think we just kill this guy. It does not feel great. The chance of getting anything else meaningful done is too low. And then the hero just runs over to here and prays to not get murdered. I mean, Claudius won't actually die, even if he does get reduced to 0, he'll just get temporarily injured. And if we're going to use him for anything, we have to get him to a position where he can throw his grenade. Where he can throw his grenade and it can actually do something. Alright, they're continuing to use their tactical operations. We are actually getting towered pretty hard here. I thought the cover was going to do a little bit more. Alright, that's a dead hero. That's a shame, but I mean, saw it coming. Yeah, the omnidirectional cover, as far as I can tell, did literally nothing there. He got hit by everything that was shot at him. That attack staggers, really? No, it doesn't. Well, that's cool. Alright, we can soften that guy up. Dazzling Rifle gives us a pretty good chance of just putting that guy away. That's hard to pass up. The loss of our hero hurts. The fact that they're able to stagger this guy with their tactical operation also hurt. Do I have an aim debuff or something? Why am I getting such poor shot chances? Oh, he has Skitter. That doesn't help. Alright, you don't have any move that isn't just smash a dude, so go and do the best possible version of smash a dude. So on Graze, you don't get your stagger. And on crit, every attack staggers, even if it doesn't normally, I guess? That's why a stagger happened there. If that's not why, then I have no idea what happened with that. I think it's probably worth actually killing this thing. Just to get them down to one less body to work with. We may be in a position where the low chance of disabled for 2 turns is worth it. Because this guy is a pretty significant portion of their overall damage at this point. God, man, when we were supposed to still have a golem here, this tower was going to be totally dead, and things were going to be so much better. This is pretty bad now. Well, you can throw your grenade, and it totally will hit a guy. You don't have any other attacks, so I suppose that's what you ought to do. Yeah, we just gotta try to kill this dude. We just gotta try to kill somebody. Okay, that was a nice big crit. I'm only gonna get 1 melee attack, so we shotgun instead. I mean, right here I have lots of cover, but cover doesn't seem to help all the time. Yeah, I'm just gonna move to here, get the nice high chance of a hit. Okay, so they're bleeding for how much? 5 damage every turn. So I think they're dead. I think bleeding is processed at the beginning of the turn. I believe that guy is just dead at the beginning of the turn. So, who do we have left? We can just fire a bunch of garbage shots at somebody. I mean, it adds up to a fair amount of damage. What's your range? Okay, you can already hit me. I'm not exposing myself any further by stepping forward a little bit. Yeah, it adds up to a fair amount. Let's just go for it. Not too shabby. That makes this kill almost guaranteed. But then we have this guy with his big sword who will 100% for sure kill Dindin. Actually, no. He'll only get one attack off. We do still have the sniper. The sniper cannot do enough damage. Yeah, it just doesn't have the damage. So the sniper is just going to shoot at their hero. And we're not going to be able to get a good shot from anywhere, so I guess let's take the bad shot from here. Very, very low chance of the blind. It'd be super cool if it hit. Hey, the blind actually did hit. What was that? That was like 35-ish%? I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and drop this dude. You are kidding me. A miss and a graze? Ah, that sucks. That sucks so much. Well, we haven't done an operation yet this turn. So the question is, do we want to try to signal shredding has a strength 12 chance to apply stunned for 1 turn on an enemy mechanical or cyborg? I guess let's do Shredder Bomb just to put this guy away. I dropped it right there in the hopes that it would destroy some cover. And then they only have 2 actual units left. Like, I know we're not in great shape, but we're totally winning. Okay, that guy chose not to take a turn, which I really appreciate. It's hard to put into words the degree to which I appreciate that. Can you punch him? You cannot. Oh, you could throw a rock at him. Sorry, I should throw that in such a way that it does not hit my own unit. I guess we want to... Stuns a 40% chance here and a 16% chance there. I guess this is what we want to do. Yeah, and you cannot move before throwing. It'd be really cool to get a stun. Yeah! Alright, shotgun guy. Shotgun guy can get a shotgun off. He could also just climb once. Probably wouldn't work. You probably want to step back before firing. And we just focus everything on the hero this turn, right? Chance to apply concussion. Maybe some bleeding. It's a lot less damaging than the normal Vorpal shot, though, and we need a lot of damage. Okay, pretty happy about that. And he's even blinded for another turn, right? Because you guys got staggered, moving is gonna take you down to 1 action point, but you kind of have to. Oh no, yeah, you are down to 1 action. No, okay, we fired with 2. It deducted the 1 instantly. So by the time I was looking at them, it looked like they had 1. You have a fair amount of damage there. You can get 1 melee attack off. Oh, you have your copy ability again. Well, that's definitely interesting. I think we're good. I think we win. Alright, we managed to stack up a bleed on him a little bit. Yeah, it was costly, but I think we are good. So we want to stand in a place... I don't want to be too far from the turrets, because obviously, like, I want to be able to run over there and kill them. I guess that turret's stunned. I can stand wherever I want. That's a weird camera move. Alright, you guys run up and claw him. Hey, we actually hit him. And then, for the ultimate embarrassment, does he get killed by my stupid inspector? He might. It's possible. Can you... You cannot grenade again this turn, no matter how close you get. If we don't kill him with the inspector, then he is going to actually get a turn, and that's going to be a little sad. Okay, from right above him, we have an actually pretty good hit chance. That's just hugely embarrassing. If that was not the prime inspector before, it certainly should be now. Okay, and we don't actually have to kill the turrets. Well, that feels like, pretty embarrassing for them. The dawn of a new union. Appropriately timed. So we haven't actually taken their thing over, because we just fought that army just outside, but we will. We will do it soon. You are going to have to wait a second. You got a level up. That is, I think, well-earned. Modular extension. It's an extra mod slot. That's pretty cool. Phase shift is a full-action teleport to target hex within 7 spaces. That's pretty alright. Target a dead-light cyborg and bring it back to life. Yo, absolutely. Absolutely we take reassemble. That's extremely cool. We have to give him a new bike. Oh, I don't have the money. We'll give him a new bike soon. I guess we can put him on the Imperial Buggy for the moment. It's almost as good. And it's free. There's a lot to be said for free. Alright, we earned a bunch of level ups here. I think we did some fine work there. 5 skill points is going to buy me, like, just ranged specialist? That's probably wrong. Let's get Vitality, maybe? And Survival is important. Vitality and Watchman. Yeah, sadly, an actual dead hero, and he was a pretty good hero, too. Well, I have no idea what to research now. Modding units in the field no longer applies the modded debuff. That doesn't seem very good. Or all colonists provide +1 science, but our colonies suffer unhappiness. You know what? We don't need science as badly as we used to. We're actually pretty close to having the hardcore research that we needed. So, kind of inclined to get more energy, honestly. Alright. That ended up being a million years long, but I think, hopefully, it felt like it was worth it. It felt like a pretty big, important battle. And this one, I'm not going to cut into half. That's just going to be a real long episode from us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the second half of that and my unique style of tactics, let's say. I'll come back next time, tomorrow, most likely, and see if we can actually drive this player out of the game for her treachery. And hopefully everybody else will start respecting us a little bit more. Maybe stop with the backstabbing. And we'll see you then.